No coffee yet. It's coming. It's coming. Thank you, William. I reckon it might be cold by now, mate. But anyway. And Adrienne, thank you very much for delivering more than a piece of paper. And the first letter tonight is this. It was suggested to me last week, twice, he writes, it's probably a she, that it's my turn. I just don't like hosting. Me too, on occasions. Oh, yeah, okay, and we should get Max K in fairly soon, sir. Come and take this chair. Next letter. There are so many people who want to speak on behalf of God. Where do these people get off? What's that I hear you say? God wants to host next week. And the final letter tonight. Don't worry, be happy. That's what we've done all of our lives. Save for the next holiday. Car, appliance, house, then spent, consumed and moved on. We'll see what all the panellists have got to say. Don't go away. 20 seconds. I'm going to go and have my cup. I did that 20 seconds again, didn't I? Sorry. We'll see you soon.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, 'cause baby, it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Gary Mitchell with you for the next fun-filled half hour together with a whole lot of your favourites. Some, anyway. Some you haven't met for a long time. Hello, Bruce.
Hello, Gary.
Are you still disappointed a couple of weeks after the footy results?
I'm very disappointed. West Coast Eagles fan, and it was a disappointing win, but
Enough of that.
still encouraged for next year, Gary. That'll be all right.
Yeah, okay. Repeat of 91, 92.
Exactly. Second year they always win. 91, 92, 05, 06, next year.
Okay. Have you got any money on for next year?
No, but I might book my flights.
Get them cheaper at this rate. Carmen, hello, love.
Hi, how are you?
I haven't sat with you on the panel for absolutely ages, and you were just telling me it's always with somebody else
Yes.
sitting here. This year,
Yeah,
you've
I
always
do.
got somebody else.
Yes, I started to think that I might have smelled.
Well, didn't want to say anything. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, happy to be back.
All good?
Yes, everything's fabulous.
Now, I know all is not good with your, what is it, left or right foot now? What did you do?
Left foot. I was jumping on a trampoline, trying a trick, and
Did the trick work?
no, it didn't.
Okay.
No, and I have a broken toe.
You have a broken toe, and how long are you going to be nursing that? Like, you didn't see her walk in, but I'm
I was hobbling.
hobbling.
Hobbling, I was. Maybe 5 or 6 weeks. But I have to be on stage in about 18 days.
Award-winning actress hobbling on stage. Will we read about it in the paper?
You will read that I was fabulous. That's what you will read. There'll be no mention of the hobbling.
Well, as they say in the epics, break a leg, honey, but you've
Thank
already
you.
done that.
Thank you very
Starting at the toe. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Where have you been?
Oh, I'm sorry, I've been in America.
We can never get this
Sorry.
bloke. Never get him.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was in Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Chicago. What
yeah.
were you doing there?
I was studying improv comedy.
Wow.
Yeah, travelled a long way. Chris Farley, Mike Myers, Tina Fey.
Did you get to meet them all?
All of them, even Chris Farley, which was
Wow.
an enormous amount of work.
And then he died 2 weeks later. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
He's still around, isn't he?
He's
Improv.
long. Yeah, no, he's not well. Yeah,
How did you meet him?
improv scene.
Ah, we get it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah, totally.
Some of them are ready. Are you ready?
Far
over
away.
here?
Yes, we
Okay,
are.
left and right, here we
Yes.
go. And Jamie's saying, hurry up here. Dear Mitch, I don't want to host the next dinner party, but it's my turn. All of my mates who are in their 50s love hosting dinner parties. I figure that we, the baby boomers, are the last generation who have actually enjoyed dinner parties and are still holding them. None of my kids have ever been invited to a home dinner party simply because they all go out with their mates for dinner instead. I'm over hosting them. I hate stressing out for days beforehand over the menu, where to seat people, who's got allergies, who's on a diet, and who doesn't get on with who, and so on. I hate it. It was suggested to me last week, twice, that it's my turn. I just don't like hosting. Do I really have to reciprocate? Every time I'm invited, I do my bit. I take an expensive bottle of wine or two. I take whatever else has been allocated to me to bring, and I help clean up. So if I do host, what's the easiest way to do it? Or can I just give it a miss completely? And it comes to us from Melanie of Mosmans, no less, in New South Wales. Aden, when was the last dinner party you went to someone's home?
Oh, well, me and my mates do potluck dinners from time to time.
What's a potluck dinner?
Basically, you just bring one meal, but enough so that everyone gets a portion, and you just spread and you share it around.
Easy.
Spreads the workload, and you get like lots of different types of food. It's all very communal and bohemian.
Sounds good and enjoyable. What's he or she? It's a she?
I think it's a she.
Melanie of Mosman, what's she doing wrong? Why is it so stressful?
Well, it is stressful. Like, I wouldn't do it. Like, it's like, why do I have to do this thing? The answer is you don't. Like, do a potluck dinner or get people to make their own pizzas or, lots of different things. Or just, order in. Get a bunch of people over and order
Just
in.
make it fun.
Yeah.
Stress is your own issue.
Yeah.
You're bringing on stress. When was the last time you held a dinner party? You do it every week, right?
I don't.
You don't?
At all.
Have you ever held a dinner party?
Sure, I think I host maybe Christmas dinner,
Oh, that's
Christmas Eve
stressful.
dinner, but it's all family and everyone brings something like that. But I don't have time in my life. But if you feel that it's something that you have to do, as we all have things in our lives that we have to do, find a way to love it. So do something different, and you'll be that person that does something different, like a picnic. Go somewhere on the river, take a picnic, or do a murder mystery party. So, these dinner parties are actually not supposed to be so much about the food and the stress. It's actually supposed to be about friends coming together. So choose your way of doing it, and find an inroad. If you feel like you have to do it, find a way to love it, because, if you have 10 dinner parties up your sleeve in your life, make them good ones.
Does she have to do it?
Well, you don't have to do anything in your life.
But her friends are putting pressure on her.
Well, obviously, they're not real friends if she feels she's being pressured. I think that she should probably hire a chef or a friend that's actually got some cooking and maybe do...
Hang on, where does she live? She lives in Mosmans. Yes, she can probably afford to hire a chef.
You know how you always have friends that are
Home
actually...
chef.
Always have friends that are actually you've always
Love
got
cooking.
that token one that's a good cook.
Yeah.
Just hire them to come in, buy all the ingredients and say, look, this is the theme for the night. It's Indian or it's Italian, and it's what we're going to do.
And
Are you
you
a
get to
good
enjoy
cook?
the night.
Yes, when I'm in the mood.
So do you like
and
having dinner
organised.
parties?
Yeah, I love it. And I love, as an interior designer, having the table all set up in the theme and serving beautiful wine. That's the whole fun of it.
Bruce, who does the cooking at your place?
Well, inside, not me. I'm the barbecuer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I love
The
barbecuing.
traditional role.
Summer, winter,
We
at
all
least
do it.
3-4 nights a week. It's easy.
Oh, 3 or 4 nights a week?
Easily.
You're keen.
Yeah.
You're a big meat eater, huh?
Big meat eater.
Big meat eater. Okay, what do you say to
Gotta get the
Melanie?
proteins
What's she
in.
doing wrong?
Well, I agree with Nichola and Carmen here. I think, again, she's sort of bringing a lot of stress on herself. And it's sort of sad to see someone having dinner parties in Mosman, with the average $5-10 million mansion. They can't have fun. I mean, but as you say, Gary, plenty of money to bring a chef in.
Bring a chef in.
Take the stress
You
away.
can afford it.
Yeah.
Take the stress out.
Don't worry about people's
Just
allergies
find
and
ways
diets.
to enjoy it.
Doing a whole bottle of red wine and to talk to everyone and just get social amongst it.
Does God talk to you?
Picnic on the river.
Yeah.
God talks to you? Does
Every
God
day.
talk to you?
I know he's there.
You know he's there. When we come back, we're going to be talking about these people who speak on behalf of God. And if you want to get into the conversation as well now, you can by just going online and sending us a message. Okay? We'll see you soon after the break. And we're talking about people who know what God thinks. Don't go away. More of Sweet and Sour coming up. Bye now.
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Classic sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Positive.
Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. If you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now and mine if I'm lucky. And it is sweetandsour.net.au. There it is. And you can just have a look at our website as well. You can like us on Facebook. You can give us a tweet. And you can even have a look at some photos backstage. Is that what we call it? Backstage?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'm speaking to the actress on the stage. And she goes, oh, sure. On Instagram, and for everyone who does write to us, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of our very gorgeous Natalie Cameron. And NRC Communications, there it is, the Scottish play. What's it called?
Macbeth.
How superstitious are you when you're on stage?
Not at all.
Not at all?
No.
So if somebody came up to you and went, Macbeth,
I would say, I love that play.
but would you mention it?
Yes. I played Lady Macbeth twice. I love that play.
Oh, you're allowed to mention it if that's the
been
play
in it.
that's happening.
No, I think people are very, they want to run around the theatre and spit on the floor and,
Oh, that
cross
was me,
themselves. I
sorry.
don't even know. Yeah, I don't know.
God and my right. Hi, Sweet and Sour. There are so many people who want to speak on behalf of God. Where do these people get off? Seriously, in the gay marriage debate, I hear so many who want to tell me what God intended as his plan. And it doesn't matter whether they're Anglican, Catholic, Orthodox, Jewish, Islamic, etc. Take a pick. They're all arrogant in asserting their beliefs. And it doesn't matter what the topic is, nor for that matter the religion, the arrogance is consistently overwhelming. They make me sick. Why do these supposedly pious people not understand that everything they do when they pretend to speak for God alienates them from me and practically everyone else my age as well? I'm 26. All they need to do is take a look at the extreme version of themselves and see how damaging their uncompromising approach can be. I'm speaking of ISIS or ISIL or Daesh. They've become so utterly inhumane because their cause and their arrogance have become greater than their humanity. Please, panellists, how do we have these fools realise that they are doing far more damage to our community than any good for which they believe they are crusading? And it comes to us from Imogen of Brighton in Victoria. Bruce, what do you think of Imogen's take of people who want to speak on behalf of God?
Well, firstly, Gary, I'm not a deeply religious person, so I think the first paragraph talking about any religion being arrogant, little harsh, albeit not deeply religious. I don't think you can say their opinions or their beliefs are arrogant. I think they're entitled to those, and so from that point of view. I think we live in a democracy and we're all entitled to free speech, we're all entitled to have an opinion. And I think, Imogen, that those people that are extreme and out there on one side or the other, I think they put themselves out there, and I think that then allows us to judge them. So if people want to be really extreme and idiotic, at least they'll be seen that way. So
you hope so.
You hope so.
You hope so.
You hope so. Most people are pretty sensible.
It's a democracy. If they want to think they've got God on their side, I don't think you're going to stop them, but it is a pain in the bum. Do you come up against them at all?
Not really. I just think this whole letter here, basically you need to look at it and take a step back and look at the way that, is it Imogen? The way she's actually being towards the people that have these beliefs. Because if you actually think about it, she is being exactly the way she's describing these people. In her belief in being an atheist, is it? Is that how you say it?
She's not saying she's being an atheist.
Well,
she's just saying these people get off, doesn't matter who they are, they get off and pushing their own points of view and pretending that they've got God speaking to them or pushing.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion at the end of the day. It's free speech and free world. So if it really offends her that much, I really think that she should politely just say, look, thanks, but no thanks. It's not my cup of tea. I don't want to talk about it.
So many people get on their soapbox. What do you do?
Well,
sometimes it just doesn't matter whether they're speaking on behalf of God or not. It's a soapbox and they don't listen because it's just arrogance.
Well, just worst case scenario, then pick a team, and then if you can't beat them, join them.
Join them. Are you likely to join them?
No, I say this is exactly what happens, and Imogen, I feel for you, because this is exactly what happens when you leave women out of the equation. So you lose your goddess worship, and it becomes all about men using religion to push their agenda. And that is power.
Is there any religion that doesn't do that to women? Because I figure they all do.
Maybe I'm not an expert in religion, but maybe Buddhism is a bit more open, and they have maybe they. But they're all.
Are there any Thai Buddhist female monks or nuns or anything?
Buddhist nuns, yes, there are.
In Thailand?
I don't know about in Thailand, but I know a couple in Perth. So the thing is that what happens when religion just becomes about pushing an agenda Because if you look at the base of all these religions, they're really quite beautiful what they say. They have a moral code.
Some.
They're saying love
Some.
your fellow neighbour. Let's look at empathy. But that's not what religion has become for so many people. It's become about, you know, we are better than you. We're allowed to make rights on women's bodies. We're allowed to say just because you're different, as in, you know, sexuality, you know, you're not one of us. You will not have a place in heaven. And I just think, you know, Imogen's, it's a feminist issue, I think is what it is, because what's happening here is people are pushing themselves onto her and pushing their opinions with that little flag of God in their hand, you know,
it's a tool.
and they're being racist, sexist, you know,
All those sorts of things.
bigots with the flag of God, and that's not my God or my goddess who
But
speaks like
I
that.
think religions have always been a bit of a tool to actually suppress people.
Well, you know, think
do
about
as we
the
do and behave as we suggest.
Dionysian cults, you know, which were all about the worship of women and free love and, you know, the worship of all great things. And suddenly we put guilt on people's bodies and on sexuality, and yeah, it's a crazy thing. And Imogen, I feel for you. Stay away from those people.
Last word, Aden.
I think it's just the problem of like a loud minority whose opinions are based in something that you can't argue with. I don't think it's necessarily a religious problem. I think a lot of people...
Across the board.
Across the board. Even atheists, sometimes we have opinions and we don't know why we have those opinions, but we just hold them really strongly. I believe everyone has a God. We're just not all necessarily that good at articulating what that God is. But people have strong, absurd beliefs, and some will cling to it more than others.
Wonderful. When we come back, we're going to find out how happy the people are on the planet and what the recipe is for happiness in life. Do you guys have it?
I do.
We'll find out. This one does, she reckons.
Not legal.
When we come back, more of Sweet and Sour. Don't go away. What makes you happy?
We're a robust forum where really intelligent people grapple with the big issues of the day. Really? You're on the wrong channel, mate. This is Sweet and Sour.
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and we're singing along still. Here we go. And don't forget, if you want to tune in the conversation, you can send us a message on Facebook and on the internet. And here we go, letter 3. Don't worry, be happy. Dear panellists, what does it take to be really happy? Because I just don't know. My kids crave more and more things, and then they just discard them and look for the next song, outfit, gadget, app to give them a quick fix. That's my husband's and my fault, because that's what we've done all our lives. Saved for the next holiday, car, appliance, house, and then spent and consumed and moved on to the next. It's a recipe for emptiness, but I can't get off the things train. So what are we doing that's so wrong, and how can I teach my kids the meaning of true happiness? Because it completely eludes me, as I'm sure it eludes nearly everyone in this materialistic age. And it comes to us from Jenny of North Beach in WA. Are you happy?
I am.
You are happy.
I
You were
really
telling us
am.
before the
I really
ads
am
and through
happy.
it. What makes you happy?
I get to work in an area that I love.
So does that mean you work with people and people give you
And performance
feedback?
and teaching, and I mean my whole job is about connection and theatre
Connecting with
and
people.
empathy and getting a new script and a new project and be able to work and seeing people come out of their shells, and I really love that.
Serotonin levels that other people give you.
Absolutely. I get hugged. You know, people see me walking down the street, and I taught them 8 years ago, and they run up and they hug me, and I'm
Oh,
pretty
that's
lucky.
gorgeous.
And I have 2 beautiful children, which is
Do you get a little sense of achievement every day? Because that's what I heard the other day is one of those key ingredients
Probably.
to happiness.
probably. Yeah, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where you're working now, which is really a difficult place, and we probably can't mention it, but do you get a sense of achievement there?
I do. I teach theatre and drama in a prison.
Okay, we can mention it.
Yes, you
Okay.
can. Yeah, at Acacia Prison. It's one of the most amazing projects I've ever worked on, and they are incredibly hardworking and talented. And for most of them, it's their first time they've ever really come into contact with Shakespeare, improvisation, drama, and it's a hugely scary. I mean, scary for people who've been doing it their whole lives, you know, and to take that step and back into being connected
Would be,
again.
of
It's
course.
beautiful, and they do
Can you put
beautiful
them on
work.
the bus and go and see Macbeth? No, you couldn't, could you? It's prison.
No, it is. But they do beautiful work and I really love it.
Aden, what makes you happy, sir?
Oh, Vegemite toast. Sleeping in on Sundays.
Oh, yum. I love
yeah.
sleeping in on Sundays.
Yeah, that's like those little punctuated bits of happiness. That's kind of what, and like bike rides and being in nature.
Day to day, what makes you happy?
That stuff, like in terms of
You only get one Sunday a week, though.
All right. The broad moment, I think broadly I more have like a gentle indifference is how I'd put it. Like, I don't know if I'm happy. I think I'm just like, I'm like a little babbling stream through a brook. I don't know.
Oh, poetry.
Neither
on
happy
Sweet and
nor
Sour.
sad.
A little babbling, what was it?
Stream through a brook.
Through a brook. Oh, very cute.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruce, what makes you happy, sir?
Well, I think I think just generally, experiences that involve people and, sport, activities, things like that. Where
That's what Nichola said, when you're interacting with other people.
Yeah. And my business is in executive recruitment, so, on a regular basis, you're meeting different people who are, moving into new jobs with new companies and, see their life improve, their career improve and them develop. So it's interesting when you meet someone 5 years after you may have met them the first time. It's quite satisfying to see the success they've had.
Fantastic. On a daily basis, what do you do to keep happy? Don't forget to mention City Beach occasionally there.
Well,
don't forget to mention the sunshine.
Well, as Gary knows, City Beach is a place that'll make you happy anytime. It's the most beautiful beach in the world, and
it doesn't take a lot,
the
does
beautiful
it?
water and fresh air, and
Just a sense of appreciation.
and very
of
relaxing.
the beautiful outdoors that we can have here in WA. It's fantastic,
Yep.
and so many others can have it as well.
Very relaxing.
If you're not locked into suburbia, it's wonderful. And if you are locked into suburbia, just get out. It doesn't take much to be able to go for a walk, and especially the sunshine makes you feel spectacular. What makes you feel terrific?
Red wine.
Red wine in the sun on a picnic.
And hot showers.
Do you remember that movie with Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage, and he was a fallen angel, and I can't remember the name of the movie, and he'd never felt what a human had felt, and his first experience in a hot shower, I thought, I understand, it's fantastic, I get it. Yeah, hot showers. I'm
Hot
with
showers,
you.
yeah.
Sunshine, beach, hot showers,
Happy meals.
happy meals.
From
We all
McDonald's.
like our happy meals. We should put together a list. Okay, you guys, you're on notice. You've got to come up with two things. When Carmen's finished, we're coming to you 2 things each so we can tell the viewers 2 individual things. What else?
I just think you need to love yourself first, foremost.
Good place to start.
And this particular lady here, right here, she needs to love herself and then lead by example in front of her kids.
Love
Because
yourself.
obviously she doesn't love herself.
Love yourself, then you'll love others. You'll get a whole lot of rewards. 2 things quickly. One thing.
Quickly, I think that your kids are not ever going to remember the iPhone or the shoes or the clothes. They will remember snuggling and you telling them stories about when they were young,
the big
about
hugs.
climbing the tree, about lying in the sunshine. That's what they'll remember. And your life is going to be filled with stuff, and there's going to be,
Stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be
Stuff
filled with
and hugs.
stuff.
Aden, do you like this letter to give away the pair of limited edition sunglasses, or will it not make you happy?
It wouldn't not make me not unhappy.
What?
I don't think this person needs more things, but maybe this will be the one that tips them over the line.
Do you like this letter?
No.
Which letter do you like?
I think I like the religious one.
The religious letter?
Yeah.
Oh, which letter did you like to give away the pair of limited edition sunnies?
I just want to mix it up. I think the people that don't want to have the dinner party, maybe they can take their friends
Don't
out to
have
the
the dinner
movies.
God, dinner party, Bruce?
I'm happy with the last one with the sunglasses. It might get them out, walking along the beach, in the sun,
The boys
relaxing.
have carried the majority. Terrific. They're coming out to, who is it? Bruce? It's Jenny of North Beach,
Jenny
and we
of
save
North
on
Beach.
postage again, which is terrific. We like doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on the show tonight, sir. Terrific to have you here.
Cheers.
Carmen, good to have you
Thank
here.
Thank you for having
We're
me.
going to be talking about what makes us happy when you guys go to bed and all that sort of thing. Thank you, ma'am. What's
Thank
the
you.
what's the performance you're going to be doing?
It's a Patrick White adaptation.
Patrick White called?
Cockatoos.
Cockatoo, where at?
At the Blue Room.
When?
And it's a Happy Dagger production, and it is on the 20th of October we start.
Oh, very shortly.
So soon.
Oh.
To get off
Are
my
you going to
crutches.
go and see Cockatoo?
Oh, absolutely. I'm loving the Blue Room season this season. It's really
Oh,
good.
good for you.
Yeah.
When you're not in the States, you're going to the Blue Room.
Oh, of course. It's our little piece of, it's our it's our.
And
little
don't
bit of
forget Homeless
culture.
Connect in November, right?
Yep, Homeless Connect in November.
Thank all of our wonderful panellists. Thank our terrific crew, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. That's it. That's big
Time for
ways. Big
sweet
ways.
and sour. Right here on Sweet